Welcome back to John Madden Sales. Today for our video, we're going to continue in our Young Horse series with Cherry Cola. In the last video, if you remember, we did some flat work and trotting over a ground pole for the first time and then a series of ground poles. Today, we're going to jump our first cross rail. So our goals today with this horse are just to make sure as she's doing this that she's moving willingly forward. I want to kind of reiterate that we're not asking for a lot as far as flexion or anything to do with this horse's mouth other than some light directional control. Want to make sure that this horse is moving forward and kind of seeking the bit a little bit. And if the mare is not moving forward, we'll address that, but she looks pretty good to me. And we're going to do these rails off of both directions and make sure that everything is nice and calm and positive. Okay, so now that Cherry's warmed up over the poles, we're going to move on to the actual jumping effort. I have set up these cross rails in such a way. One, I have a round pen in the ring, so the round pen kind of takes up some space and I'm limited with what I can do at this time. But it works out well for me because I put these on a diagonal and I also put them like this so one jump can kind of act a little bit as a chute for the other jump. So the first jump I'm going to have her do is this yellow one here, and I'm going to stand over on the side and kind of help create a little bit of a chute for her. Also, this cross rail, if you notice how I've set it, the rails are just a little bit far apart from each other, just far enough that if she were to hit this, that if it comes out of the cup, it has room to fall and she won't stumble on it. I also made sure that I have ground lines on both of the X's. I think that's very important for young horses. Gabby's going to make one more circle and then she's going to come to this. And the goals again are that the mare is moving forward, seeking the bit, and that Gabby stays in balance with her and supportive. And if she feels her sucking back at all, a little cluck to help reinforce her leg. And also to put the reins forward and not let her get caught in the mouth at all. Maybe grab a little mane, a little cluck. Good, and ride her forward away. Maybe push her into the canter away there. Good, she was a little bit lazy on the landing, huh? Yeah. Good, so push her a little, encourage her to go forward. Good, and back to the trot. Make a little loop and come back. Same thing, same direction. So at all costs, you want to make sure you do not catch the horse in the mouth with your hand. So if that means a loop in the rein, grabbing some mane is always a good idea with young horses. That way if they get a little off balance or if something doesn't go quite as planned over the jump, or if they over jump it really big, that you're right there with them and you're not going to catch them in the mouth and make it a negative experience. We're looking for the most positive experience that we can give them. That's all right. Push a little. Good. Hands forward, grab the mane. Good. Much better on the landing, huh? Yeah. Good. Very good. And give her a little break. So, Cherry's moving nice and forward. We're going to head to the green cross rail. Gabby's going to make sure again that she's got a nice loop in the rein. She's just using the reins as steering and trying to get the horse to go forward and seek the bit a little bit here. She's going to reach her hand halfway up the neck and hold her balance and grab a little mane. Good. I'm standing here as a little bit of a help along with that other jump as kind of a chute. So when she got a little iffy at the base of the X, she closed her leg, gave a little supportive cluck, and the mare went to the other side, which is the goal. So let's try that again and see if she's a little bit less spooky there. Good. Little positive cluck. Beautiful. Good. And riding nice and forward away from it. I love that. Let's do one more just to, with like a little less pressure, just to reinforce and see if she'll just carry you over the other side more on her own. Good. A little more forward there. Good. And then really just loop that rein. You don't want to ever catch them in the mouth. Good. Good. And big pat. And that's enough for her today. You don't want to do too much with them at first, especially if they're doing everything right. You want to make sure you keep the session you know, relatively shorten to the point, not overdo it. Probably one of the worst things you could do with a young horse is overdo it and then you make them sore and sour to it. So she was very good with both of those cross rails. I'm really happy with her. And now we work on some more flat work before we do it again. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see and you want to see more, please follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel.